This video is sponsored by unolist.com. Hi, so today we're going to show you how to replace the fuel pump in a 2003 Audi Allroad. I mean, it applies to a lot of different models in Audi, but we are replacing it in a 2003 Audi Allroad. And we're also going to show you how to make a DIY tool to remove the fuel pump. And that tool, you can't really find it in any store, so this will be very helpful. Let's get started. All right. All you have to do is you just got to put your hand here and just lift it up. Okay? Just like that. Like that. Just a little bit of force, and it just comes out. Okay, that's it. So, I mean, the seats kind of look very dirty here. We're gonna clean it up, but yeah. Okay, yeah. So once you take the seat off, the side on which you have the wiring, like this, the wiring like this that goes to this, is where the pump is. I mean, you have two of these on both sides, but this is the wire. This is where the pump is there. Fuel pump is there. So you see that wire, the power going into the pump. So this is where the pump is, and we need to open that up. Yeah, we're gonna. It's kind of dirty underneath the seat here, so we're gonna vacuum it out first. Before you do anything, just make sure you disconnect the battery. Okay, just take the top cover off. Just the three screws are holding this one up. So let's open this up. Give the screws so that we need to put them back when we're done. Okay. Alright, it's a little dirty here, so let's vacuum this too, just to make sure nothing falls into the tank. Next thing to do is we're going to take these clamps out so that we can take out these hoses, and we're going to mark them. Let's put some tape on the needle nose plier. So let's put some tape so that when we take the hoses out, we don't damage the hose. Alright, we're going to mark it just so that we don't connect the wrong hose to the wrong side. So we want to connect the right hose to the right side. So we just mark them. I'm going to put some tape on it just so that I know which one is which. We're going to start taking the hoses out. To open it with the needle nose plier, that didn't quite work. So we're going to try a wise grip to see if it works. Alright, that one is out. Alright, we're just gonna tape this guy. I want the clamp to be. Alright, put that on there, just so that we know which one is right and which one is left. Alright, so take the next hose out. This thing is getting in the way. There's not enough clearance for this thing, my vice grip. So we're going to take the electrical connection out. All you have to do is just use a flat screwdriver and just lift it. That's it. Room to move that thing. So So both hoses are out now. It was a pain in the neck to get this one out. There's not enough clearance. I couldn't do it with I don't have that special special tool to take this out for the hoses. So, but anyway, they're out. So let's remove this clamp here. We just gotta hit it with a hammer, flathead screwdriver, and a hammer. Minor, a slight tap should take that out. Just rotates this counterclockwise, so that should come out. All right. So bracket is out. Once the bracket comes off, the top lid should just come off easily. So, alright. So it comes off easy. Okay. There we go. And we need to take this gasket out too. Eesh. That's in a bad state. You might need to get a new gasket here. You see that? This will melt it. Looks awful too. Yeah, we need to disconnect these two, and we also need to disconnect these two hoses, and then we can actually move the pump out of its socket. So let's get to it. We're gonna mark the electrical connectors here. I'm just marking the black side so that the black one goes here, and the yellow one goes here. Yeah, I try to take a picture or something just so that it makes it easy. Alright, so we removed the electrical connectors, and I just taped it so that it kept getting in my way. So I just taped it with the painter's tape. So it should be fine. Guys, this is the aluminum rod. It's called a round bar, and it's 3/8 inch by 36 inches. We bought it from Home Depot. And we're going to use this to make our tool to remove the fuel pump. So let's get started. Yeah, so we're going to add a link for this in the description below. Out of this 36-inch rod, aluminum rod, we're going to cut a piece around like 13.5 or 14. And once we cut it, we're going to almost bend it like a triangle with the bottom open. Alright, we got a piece already cut. This is about roughly 13.5 inches, and we're gonna bend it like right here, almost like an open triangle in the middle. Like an open triangle. Okay, we got the triangle ready. We're just flattening it like this so that we can put a slit in here. Okay, before we put the slit, it should look like that. Yeah, so we're gonna file it up so that it's smooth instead of the flakes there. So we're gonna smooth it out a little bit so that it doesn't damage the sides of the pump. Alright, so our final product, the tool to remove the pump, is going to look like this. See this? It's an open triangle with two slits like this. It's like two V's. It's like a V in two V's. See this? Like that. The whole thing is a V, and it's another V and a V. And you see, this is how it's supposed to hold the pump, and you can rotate it. Okay, this is where it's supposed to sit and hold and rotate it. Is that clear? Yeah, looks like it's clear. Okay, so this is what we need to do. So our tool is ready. Let's try to take the pump out. So I'm using a steel rod here, a pipe basically, and I'm going to flatten it and bend it. But you can use an aluminum rod or whatever, it doesn't really matter as long as it has grooves on both ends and bent correctly. So let's get started. Alright, so I flattened the pipe. What I'm going to do is, with my grinder, I'm just going to cut a slit here and a slit on both sides so that it can sit in there and I can twist it. This metal that comes with the window screens, you can get them from Home Depot or Lowe's in 8 feet size, and you can cut it to whatever size you want. All I'm doing is just bent it in such a way that I have the vertical ends here, so that I can just put a slit here with my grinder, and that should let me hold on to like that. I'm just gonna hold like right here and I can rotate it. Okay, so let's get started. We're just gonna grind it off a little bit more so that it's smooth, but basically that's the idea. So after multiple attempts to make a tool with different types of material, finally we ended up making with an aluminum rod, and this should work. So we got 4 notches, so we're going to use 2 of these notches that are on the opposite ends and hold the pump like that. Okay, and we're going to rotate it counterclock. Kind of hard to do it, but yeah, it's out. Okay, it's out. There's not enough gap here to maneuver. It's almost coming up. Rotating until we okay, so the bad pump is out. The only problem is the new pump. We got a hose that's looks like it's broken. Yeah, I cut off the broken the hose and then put it back and put that connector back. So we're gonna install the new pump now. Here's our new pump. It looks pretty much similar. So we're gonna put this one in. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna connect the return hose. Okay, that one is in. Right. Now, let's push the pump back in here. Okay, our pump is in. Okay. Alright, looks like it's sitting. Alright, so we're going to use our homemade tool again, this tool. Our pump is sitting in the slot, so let's tighten it. Okay. Setting. Oh, that went in easily. Okay, now it doesn't come up. Sitting good. All right. Let's get back on. Yes. Okay. Now the gasket is back on. We just need to connect these two. So, all right. We took a picture of where what needs to go, so we're gonna go look that up and before we plug in these things in. All right. So we connected after looking at the picture that we took. We connected these two connectors back, and now I'll be connecting the hoses at this point. But before we can do that, we got to put this back on there. Okay. Alright. That thing is in. Okay. That's in. And we marked the right side with the tape there, so we're gonna put the right side correctly. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, we gotta put the clamp on it. Alright. There's not much room to work here. It's pretty tight. Okay, it's sitting there. So this is going to be clockwise, and we are putting it back, so we got to put it clockwise. Alright, that should be tight enough. So at this point, what we need to do is put the clamps back on. And, start putting the hose. Alright, that one is in. One of them is in. This one has even less clearance. Alright, we got the second one also in, the pin in the neck one. So before I tighten this clamp, I'm going to put this in. So this is the final connector. We're going to put it down there. It's in. So now I should be able to tighten this. Let's put the final cover back. So final cover. Alright, this is the final screw. So here's the DIY tool that we made. I mean, this is like a third one I made. First two that I made with different material didn't work out. So this is the last one that I tried with a solid aluminum pipe, 3/8 inch, we bought from Home Depot, and that actually worked. So we took out the old one with this, and we put the new one with this. So the new pump is back in. Yep, locked in. Yep. Battery back on. Alright, we are good to go. Should be able to start it now. Thank you for watching.